brought to you by mywayteaching.com.
Hello friends, welcome to today's chemistry class, and today I am going to teach a thermodynamics. So this is the unit 6. Okay, here I am going to teach a topics thermodynamic state, applications, measurement of delta U and delta H. Okay, then enthalpy change, enthalpies for different types of reactions, spontaneity, Gibbs energy change and equilibrium. So these are the concepts I will cover in this chapter. Okay, so here first of all I want to explain you what do you mean by thermodynamic state. Okay, so before going to that I want to give a brief introduction about this topic. Okay, so chemical energy stored by molecules can be released as heat during chemical reactions. We know chemical energy stored by molecules. So when a fuel like methane, cooking gas or coal burns in air, the chemical energy may also be used to do mechanical work when a fuel burns in an engine, or to provide electrical energy through a galvanic cell like dry cell. Thus, various forms of energy are interrelated, and under certain conditions, these may be transformed from one form to another form. The study of these energy transformations forms the subject matter of thermodynamics. So energy is a transfer of energy. See, that is transfer of energy. Okay, there is a transformation of energy we are going to study. So this is known as thermodynamics. This is subject matter. The laws of thermodynamics deal with energy changes of macroscopic systems involving a large number of molecules, rather than microscopic systems containing a few molecules. So thermodynamic, which is mainly change in energy changes of macroscopic systems involving a large number of molecules. Okay, it deals with thermodynamics deals with macroscopic, okay, rather than systems involving large number of molecules rather than microscopic systems. Laws of thermodynamics apply only when a system is in equilibrium or moves from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state. Macroscopic properties like pressure and temperature don't change with time for a system in equilibrium state. Okay, now come to the thermodynamic state. Oh, a system in thermodynamics refers to that part of universe in which observations are made, and remaining universe constitutes the surrounding. So what do you mean by surrounding? A system in thermodynamics, okay, when the system is in thermodynamics, it refers to that part of universe in which observations are made and remaining universe constitute the surroundings. Then the surroundings include everything other than the system. Surrounding, which is includes the everything other than the system. Okay, so system and the surroundings together constitute the universe. Here what is the universe? The system and plus surroundings is called universe. Okay, so this is about the thermodynamic. What do you mean by universe and the system and surroundings? Next, the system and the surroundings. For example, just consider we are studying the reaction between two substances A and B. Example, consider two substances A and B, which is kept in a beaker. This is the beaker. Okay, the beaker containing the reaction mixture in the system, and the room where the beaker is kept in the is the surrounding. This is the room where the beaker is kept. This is called surrounding. Note that the system may be defined by physical boundaries like beaker or test tube, or the system may simply be defined by a set of Cartesian coordinates specifying a particular volume in a space. It is necessary to think of the system as separated from the surrounding by some sort of wall. See here, this is the surrounding. Okay, so where this is the system, this is separated by the wall. This is wall of the system. Okay, so which may be real or imaginary. The wall that separates the system from the surrounding is called, we can call this as a what? Boundary. This is designed to allow us to control and keep track of all movements of matter and energy in or out of the system. This is called boundary. Okay, so this is what is system and what is the surroundings. Consider where the two substances in the system, okay, they A and B, they are mixtured. So this is the surrounding, okay, where where the beaker is kept, and then there is a wall where it can separate. So this wall is called boundary. Okay, next, then there are types of the system. In the type of the system, there are three type of the system. One is open system, second one is closed system, third one is isolated system. Okay, so first one is open system. What do you mean by open system? In an open system, there is the exchange of energy and matter. See here, there is the exchange of matter and here also energy, okay, into the surroundings as shown in this figure. Open system, the presence of reactants in an open beaker. What is the presence of reactants in an open beaker is an example of an open system. Okay, here there is the exchange of energy takes place in between the surroundings and the system. Here the boundary is an imaginary surface enclosing the beaker and the reactant. So this is about the open system. Then next is what do you mean by here in open system? What happens? Exchange of energy and matter. Exchange of energy and matter. Next, coming to the closed system. In a closed system, there is a no exchange of matter. So here, no exchange of matter, but exchange of energy. Okay, but exchange of energy is possible between the system and the surroundings. The presence of reactants in a closed vessel made up of conducting material, for example, copper or steel, is an example of a closed system. So, example for this is copper or steel. Okay. Next, the third one is isolated system. This is the third one. In isolated system, what happens? There is no exchange of energy or matter between the system and surroundings. Here, no exchange of energy or matter. Okay, uh, between the system and surrounding. The presence of reactants in a thermos flask or any other closed insulated vessel is an example of an isolated system. Example is thermos flask or any other closed insulated vessel. Closed insulated vessel. Okay, so this is about the isolated system. Next, the state of this system. What is the state of this system? The state of a thermodynamic system is described by its measurable or macroscopic properties. We can describe the state of a gas by its pressure, its volume, temperature and amount, etc. Okay, so the state of thermodynamic system is described by its measurable or microscopic properties, and we can say that we can describe by pressure, volume, temperature and amount. This is the state of the system. So note down, the state of a thermodynamic system is described by its measurable or macroscopic properties. Next, the internal energy as a state function. So when we talk about our chemical system losing or gaining the energy, we need to introduce a quantity, okay, which represents the total energy of the system. It may be chemical, electrical, mechanical, or any other type of energy. You may think of the sum of all these is the energy of the system. In thermodynamics, we call it the internal energy, that is called U. Hmm. Here, here I will write. Okay, so in thermodynamics, we call internal energy U of the system, which may be change when the first one, heat passes into or out of the system, and the second one is work is done on or by the system. Third one is matter enters or leaves the system. That is, in thermodynamics we call internal energy U of the system, which may be changed when heat passes into or out of the system, work is done or by the system, matter enters or leaves the system. Okay, so this is about the internal energy as a state function. So what I have discussed here, I will once again, okay, I will explain you thermodynamic state, and you know what do you mean by thermodynamic state. Okay, then what is universe and what is surrounding and what is boundary. So in the system and surroundings, what happens next, there are the three types of the system, that is open system, closed system, and isolated system. So in the open system, the first one is open system, second one is closed system. In the first one, open system, hmm, see here, the first one is open system, second one is closed system. In first open system, there is a exchange of energy and matter takes place in between the system and surroundings. Here no exchange of matter but exchange of energy takes place in the closed system. And next thing is in isolated system, the third one, here there is a no exchange of energy and no exchange of matter in between the surrounding and the systems. Okay, so this is the close example is closed insulated vessel. Okay, and next I discussed about the state of the system. The state of thermodynamic system is described by its measurable or macroscopic properties. We can describe the state of a gas by quoting its pressure, volume, temperature, and amount, etc. Okay, so this is about the state of the system function.